Shapely TV. And this one is a little bit personal. This is the Let's Talk About Sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. This is the Let's Talk About Sex episode. And on this show we have...
I'm Mitsy.
And we have...
Mitsy.
So they're going to be our correspondents. And again, we're just going to debunk some myths. We're going to talk about some things from a woman's perspective and from a man's perspective, which is why we decided to have one on today's episode. So, do we want to dive right in?
You can dive right in.
Okay. First question that a lot of people, thanks for emailing me, guys. A lot of people want to know, does lingerie really matter?
I don't think lingerie matters. What do you think?
I mean, I think it does.
I think it depends on if you're like in a committed relationship, or like, you know, like when you have kids and you work and you married. So lingerie would matter in that sense because you gotta make appointments to have sex.
Oh,
that is. So you're saying that when you're in those committed relationships and stuff, like the window is smaller.
Yeah.
So
like
it's more meaningful at that point.
Yeah, because you plan it because you have kids, you work, you come home, you cook. So you probably plan to put the kids to bed, and then you come out, you wear your lingerie, you can hide your little fluffiness. Camouflage your rolls. Because when you're married, you probably gain weight. Because people, they marry, they have kids, they gain weight, they work, you happy, you gain weight.
Oh yeah, you got there's the happy weight that we all get.
So with the lingerie, you can camouflage the, the rolls, the creases, cellulite.
But what happened to the? Do you appreciate those rolls?
If I was married, I will, but I don't appreciate it because I'm single. I have a girlfriend, by the way, but I'm not married, so. If I was in a club, I don't care about lingerie.
Okay.
I'm coming back to the crib, and you know it's gonna be popping.
Okay. So I get what you're saying. Like, so for like long-term, more meaningful relationships, like the one you're in now, lingerie matters.
Lingerie will matter.
But if it's just like a smash and pass kind of thing,
if I met you in a club and you come back to the crib, it don't matter. I don't want you to put on lingerie. It's taking up too much time. Take your drink off. Let's get it popping.
Okay, Mitsy, do you feel comfortable, or does it matter do you think it's significant? Do you think men really care about it?
I think they care, but I also like the spontaneity of lingerie because you don't know if I do or if I don't.
Yeah.
So if you see it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you're single, then you might get that, you know? Like, it's a little spicy, like, you know.
Yeah.
So if you was to meet a guy in a club, right, and then you happen to go back to his house, you grown, go back to his house, would you put on lingerie before y'all get it popping?
I mean, I wouldn't have it on me.
Yeah. You don't have a bad
No. It's either I have it on, or you're going to take me as I am.
Okay.
But most likely I'm not going to have it on because I'm not going to the club with lingerie.
But you don't keep a bag in your car just in case?
No.
You talking about the whole bag?
Yeah, just keep a bag.
Ain't no lingerie in the whole bag.
Ain't no lingerie.
The necessities only.
There's a panty and a baby wipe.
Some deodorant.
So it don't matter in that case. Like if you meet a guy in the club.
I agree. I agree on both ends. I agree with what you said. You know, when you're in long-term relationship, that stuff matters because you lose sight of time. Everybody gets wrapped up in their individual lives. People are going to work. You're trying to make things happen as a couple. You know, you're trying to move forward as a unit. So those appointments become way more special. But on like some fly-by-night stuff, like it requires I don't know who walking around with it in the bag, like
just get a baby white.
So I don't know, but I think it matters. I know a lot of women feel uncomfortable in lingerie, not as far as the technical level of uncomfortability, but kind of insecure or like more what's the word, more like they don't know if guys would like it or would appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? The confidence level would have to be to a certain extent, and I also think that it's a guy's job too to help her get there. So if she's hesitant and she doesn't feel comfortable And chances are you would know this ahead of time. I think it would be cool to like make a big deal of it the time that she does decide, because that
guys care about it.
Lingerie tends to play more of a significant role when you're in longer term relationships or marriage or stuff like that. But I know Mitsy, you had a perspective from like your past. You was like your ex. You never had an ex that really cared per se.
Yeah, they just got to it, get to the action. I mean, it was nice. But it's like, all right, take it off.
So it depends. What I'm gathering is that it depends on the guy for the women, whether they're into. Because I don't think women wear lingerie for ourselves. I don't think nobody's just walking around in lingerie like, ooh, I like. Like I don't think we necessarily wear it for ourselves. I think we wear it for our mate. And for him, it depends on what level.
Depends on the level of the relationship.
Yeah, if you thought bopping, whatever, as my friend Toya says, then not necessary. Need not apply, But if y'all got something going, make it special. Class it up a bit. So, this is another major question we got. Do positions really matter?
I think positions matter.
Oh yeah.
I think that matter.
Okay.
I think because if a guy, it depends. Like if a guy, he likes a voluptuous BBW, he wants to see the rolls. He wants to see the tremble. But if you're a BBW, you like sitting on people's faces. I think you should be cautious of that.
That went left, but again.
Because if you squash the dude's jaw and his whole face grill is squashed up, you go to jail for that.
But that is a thing.
Yeah, you can say.
Some people are into asphyxiation and things of that nature. That
you
gets
can't
wrong.
suffocate a dude. Like if you're 500 pounds and you know it.
But if he wants it.
Face sitting
If he
is
wants it, do it sideways. Like turn his face.
That's not the whole thing. He wants to have a near-death experience. That's his business.
Now you can kill him. If he dies, he dies.
At least he died because he got a nutted.
If he dies, he dies. I do have shirts on the site that says "Dear Big Girl."
I would make him sign.
Don't be afraid to get on top. If he dies, he dies. So run over to the Shake Me shop and snag one. Yeah, you ever protected Mitsy?
I mean, I like it from the back. So.
Okay. All right, we just
be ashamed, girls.
took the whole book of Kama Sutra and went to that one position right there. In relative to what people are saying, it's like, okay, so we all see those TV shows where people be getting it in the kitchen, the guy picks her up and, it's like, and for some people, with some weights, you can't do that. So do people really miss that? Do guys miss that? Do guys ever be like, damn, I wish I could pick her up, but she kind of, is that a void?
No, I don't think so. I think if you're a big girl, you should work with a guy that works out if you want to be picked up.
Okay.
If you're messing with a Gary Coleman, Webster looking dude, don't expect to get picked up.
Okay.
Just do it in the bag.
Gary Coleman, you're just beautiful the way you are. Okay. So do you ever or have you ever desired that? I know, I wouldn't say I've desired it, so to speak. I just wondered if my mate or whatever at the time wish that could happen, and again, it depends on who you're with, because some guys can, some guys can't. So I don't know.
Do you want to get picked up during sex?
I mean, it's happened before.
Uh-huh.
I was caught off guard, but I mean, it wasn't anything that I didn't enjoy. But if you can't, you can't
right.
I'm not here to get picked up.
Yeah.
I'm here to get picked up.
So do you think TV kind of sensationalizes the whole experience, the things that we see and we may yearn for or wonder is not really practical? This ain't going down every day.
I think 50 Shades fucked the game up.
Oh, word.
Every girl wants a 50 Shades relationship. It's not gonna happen like that.
Okay.
They want a Christian Grey. Everybody wants a Christian Grey.
I don't care. The Christian Grey.
I don't think so that whole set of books was for a particular type of person, and they're into that fantasizing, and maybe they're getting something from the books that they're not getting from home. But I don't know anyone that personally said like, oh, you know, I wish I had someone like this, and you know, like the whole dominance thing, and like, cause to me it was a little bit too much. But some people are into that, so I don't want to say like it ruined the game, but it's not.
It's not real.
It's not real, but you know, for some
nobody
people.
got a red room. Don't expect to get wet. No, it's not.
I've been to some of them back. Some of them chicks got red rooms. Yeah, I done seen
some
it.
people are set up. Some people are set up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to each their own, but you know, like, I don't want to say it messed it up. It's just like a different avenue that maybe some people didn't know existed.
So how important is romance?
Romance is very important, I think.
Yeah, it's key.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. Not every day. I mean, it's not practical. We all have.
Sometimes you want to wham bam, think.
Yeah, it depends.
Let me sleep, like, you know, but.
Let you sleep.
But romance is big.
Yeah, it is. So don't forget to stock up on your candles, your little potions,
Gotta
your
make
oils.
the mood right.
Yeah.
Massage oil.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's the site that I ordered some aromatic kind of oils from. It's called Heart Song Healing by Yomi, and she sells great aromatherapy items that could really like set the mood, and you know, good prices, good quality, and it's like all artisanally done, and I love it. And soaps and stuff too if you're interested.
Ladies, men like massages. They like all that. They like it too. So, you know, you reciprocate.
No, I do.
Oh, got a little hot. I think we should talk about the dum-dum topic, the place nobody wants to go. Cheating. Ooh, yikes. Yeah. My perspective is, for women, I see a lot of things, like just talking to people. I'm the only female of brothers and, you know, stuff like that. I have a lot of male cousins and their friends. And for women, it's perceived that it's more easily forgivable because it's perceived that there's no emotional attachment. And for women, and for men on the other hand, it's unforgivable because men tend to feel that there has to be an emotional attachment for women to step out. So
I agree with that. I think women step out, they're not just going to sleep with anybody.
Right.
They're going to interview the guy they're sleeping with. So it's an emotional attachment where a man, he could meet a girl in the club and she got a fat ass. He just.
But why is one less forgivable than the other if the act is the same?
Because the woman knows more about that guy she's sleeping with than the guy knows about the girl. The guy don't even have to know her name. And he can sleep with her. The woman, she's going to do her job. She's going to, like, what he do for a living. Like, she's going to have a conversation with the guy before she has sex with him. A man, he don't have to have a conversation.
So for men, is it more, sorry. For men, is it more of the physical betrayal or the emotional
It's all
betrayal?
physical.
Physical?
All physical. If you're cheating, it's mostly physical.
But if men
You have a fatter ass than my girl. So I'm gonna fuck you and then I'm gonna bounce.
For
Did I say fuck?
I mean, you did. We'll bleep it out. You're gonna hear bleep. Okay, so for men, I think you guys' ego become more bruised because you feel that it's something more than the physical. Like, I see guys say, nah, I'm not taking my chick back after she's done that. Needless to say, this is the same person who cheated on his shorty like 3-4 times.
Right.
So, same thing happened. Like,
what do you think about that? Do you think when women cheat, it's personal? Like,
yeah, I definitely think it's personal. It's because their man or mate wasn't doing what they had to do. That's the only reason, because we're emotional creatures. So I'm not gonna step out if I'm happy. I'm never gonna do that.
see, guys would step out when they happy.
and this,
Because it's all physical.
And I saw, let me tell you, this is the realest thing I saw on the internet in a minute, right? somebody posted a status. Somebody said, "Why do men cheat?" Right, and the guy responded saying, "If I'm walking down the street and I have $100 in my pocket, and I see $20 on the floor, I'm still picking up that $20 even though I have $100 in my pocket." But then Shorty countered and said, "Yeah, but you're not gonna lose the $100 you have in your pocket trying to pick up the $20 bill."
Mm-hmm.
And that's often what happens. You walking down the street, you got $100, you got a certified rider in your pocket, and you throw it away for the $20 bill. Like, how does that equate?
Worth more.
Yeah, how does that equate?
It's greed. It's greed.
Yeah.
Men just be doing stupid shit for like 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
It's just our species, I think. It's just doing crazy shit. But when women cheat, it's personal. Like she's had some kind of feeling for the guy she cheated with, I think. And it's gonna be hard.
So you would think a guy's ego would be more bruised than a man's. A guy's ego would be more bruised than a woman's ego, because a woman is like, oh, it's just physical, and a guy is like.
If my woman cheated on me, I'll be disappointed. I'll be like, I'm a failure, because I'm in some place I'm not.
But as women, we feel the same way.
Yeah.
Would you stay?
Would I stay?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I'll stay. I don't think I'll stay.
See the double standard?
It is double standard.
Do you see the double standard,
it is double
people?
standards, but I don't think I'll stay. Now, guys cheating only because her ass is fatter than yours.
But the act is still the same.
It is not the same. You know why it's not the same?
Why?
Because he don't know her name. He don't know her phone number. She can't reach him. If a woman cheats,
I don't think you know this new school cheat, because dudes be reachable. Dudes be hella reachable nowadays.
Nah, she cannot reach him.
Let me put the Brooklyn me back in my body. Because it's about to get
If a woman cheats, she's cheating and she's setting everything up. Everything is going to be planned.
Right.
Like if she's going to go to a hotel, she's going to tell her man she's working overtime.
It's true.
She's going to plan everything out. Men don't plan things out.
Wait, but how do you explain the long-term cheating? Like, you have couples
Yeah,
that been married.
affairs, those.
Affairs?
Yeah, what is that?
Because it's side chicks. They accept that.
But that's still planning to a degree.
It's
So how do you explain that?
Because the woman planned it. The guy didn't plan it. The woman planned it.
No. The guys
The side chick
married,
planned it.
kids, happy.
There's
doing
holidays
everything,
around
and
this
then
whole
what?
sport.
You know who's doing the sneaking around?
February
The woman, the
15th.
side chick planned everything because the guy's not gonna do it. He's just gonna be like, he's just ready to smash out or whatever. So the woman planned everything out. Yo, your wife is working here. I know her whole schedule. And then she knows all your wife's shit. So she's gonna be like, your wife is getting off at 6. You can meet me at 5. And then, boom, you can meet up at 6 and still pick up. I'll drop you off, actually. The side chicks do all the planning.
I don't think
I'm
so.
messing up the game, okay?
I don't think so.
Please, and let's stop glorifying this whole side chick movement too. I'm sorry. Let's not give this.
Chicks like that title. It's a lot of chicks that like that title.
No kudos to you. No points to you. This is not every day in a rap video. I'm gonna need y'all to sit down and go do something constructive with your energy besides trying to figure out when I get off work. Okay, like no. February 15th, we shouldn't celebrate that shit. I'm sorry. And yes, I curse. February 15th should not be a holiday. Now, where were we? Anything else?
I just think when it's a long-term thing, it's the woman that's involved and also the person in the relationship.
Right.
Like, it can't be, she was constructing or he was constructing.
Yeah, that's definitely, affairs are definitely.
If they know about it, it's
yeah.
because the partner gave access. Yeah. And if you're going to be in that kind of situation, they shouldn't know anything about your married life or long-term.
I always say, never give another woman the opportunity to even have your girl feel embarrassed in the slightest.
Exactly.
Now,
she shouldn't know anything.
Now, what if it's a friend?
Then we just need to take it in the back and just beat it up right quick.
Because most of the side chicks be the girl friend.
It does.
Because there'd be a lot of side chicks that be.
That's the scary part.
That's very scary.
But that's why I keep nothing but, I don't even know what to call them, but good chicks in my circle. If I'm in the room with my man and I leave, one of y'all leaving with me. Like that, there's just rules, and I abide by those same rules too. Like you're just not gonna walk in the room, and I get very uncomfortable when stuff like that happen. Like if I'm walking in the room and my homegirl dude is there, I'm there. If she leaving, I'm leaving. If she's staying, I'm staying.
Exactly.
Like there's just no.
Yeah.
We not playing this game, and I think a lot of the times and I don't know if it's because of changing the times and changing respect level, but we forgot a lot about just rules. You know what I'm saying? Like people just you can't be just disrespectful with it.
Exactly.
Because when you get that on your door now, it's oh my God, what did I do? Nah, you was just disrespectful.
You know what you did.
Like. But then we as society need to stop glorifying that ish too. Like, let's not make a big deal of the photos that was taken when Duke was asleep. You know, those don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Show me a picture when he was up. Where did y'all go? Y'all went on a date? Where y'all went?
Right.
If the only thing you got of him is while he was asleep, that don't count.
Now, would you take if your man, you caught your man cheating, would you take him back?
I don't know. I would say that I have. And it was disastrous, to say the least. The trust was never right.
Because you know when men cheat sometimes it's not personal, it's just sex.
But it becomes personal because you've
been giving sex.
Yeah.
Like what else? Like if you're gonna step out just for sex, then why am I here in this relationship with you?
Because we have kids, we married.
But that's all the more reasons why you shouldn't step out.
Right, because if I did the same thing, first you wouldn't deal with me anymore.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then two, you open up the door to any kinds of whatever's out there, because who knows? You might come back with a kid, you may come back with a disease, who knows? And
they stop glorifying these side babies. Oh my God, I need to have a list. There's going to be a list right here of things to stop glorifying. These side babies. Just stop. But go ahead.
Right. It's just, I don't know, I wouldn't do it again. Like, I wouldn't take anyone back.
I think it's all a learning experience for everybody. I don't know any woman who... I haven't met a woman my age who was just like, I never took a dude. No, you tried, didn't work. It's just a learning experience. It's life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think...
I don't think I'll take a chick back. If she cheated on me, I think I'll be hurt.
What if you guys were engaged?
Engaged and she cheated?
Yeah.
He said it like, how does this happen?
I'm feeling like I should be able to satisfy you in every single way.
What if it's the bachelorette party?
It's about what?
What if it happened at the bachelorette party and it got crazy?
It's finished.
But what if you did that?
She's a thought. And I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't cheat on the bachelor?
If I'm getting married, I wouldn't cheat on my bachelor.
Are you sure?
Positive.
A whole bunch of bad chicks. What's in your face?
My chick is bad.
Like, bam.
He said his chick
okay.
You probably got to hold out that.
Okay, hold on to that.
Do things that your chick wish he would.
Nah, if I'm getting married and I was at a bachelorette party, no, I wouldn't do it. Bachelor party.
Yeah, I saw a video of that happen. I don't know how the hell that
I heard of it happening a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so. Well, that seals it. Needless to say, don't cheat. Let's not glorify.
Because bitches carry guns now.
No, don't cheat because it's wrong and you will hurt your partner's feelings. Okay?
You'll get shot.
Let's not glorify all these misfit-like behaviors. I'm not giving no props to the side chicks. I'm not giving no... the offspring that come from it, sadly, you still have to, treat as if, the child had no decision in this process. So, but let's do better, people.
Yeah.
And lingerie does matter to an extent. Positions do matter to an extent. What I think I learned out of this conversation is that sex is very customizable. It depends on who your partner is and getting to know your partner, their likes, their dislikes, and having that open dialogue. So if you have a partner, turn to your partner and say, hey, how do you like it? View of the month. This is somebody who, you know who should get it?
Oh,
Nikki from Connecticut.
from Connecticut. Who Nikki? What's the last name?
Can't be giving out the girl government.
Nikki.
On the Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
If you scroll through the Shapely
With the polka
Events
dot.
feed,
Polka
yeah. You scroll through the Shapely Events feed, she gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
Nikki, like,
She's new to the scene.
yeah, new to the scene, but she's been riding so hard for Shapely Events, and I love it. We did a nice shoot in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and she was just down for everything. It was just like, how can I help? She's in a lot of video footage. She selflessly takes pictures and tags Shapely Events. She patronizes our shop, Rocky Rose Tea.
Yeah,
Like, you are just it. You are the shit, okay? And we love you here. And just keep up with your bubbly personality.
Go ahead,
And she's so personable. Like, she's just so personable, because a person with like that many followers and stuff like that, I think she got like 20 million now, I don't freaking know. But they're usually pretty stuck up. And she did an episode of she did the Get to Know Your Bashes, how smart are your bashes in Connecticut.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then when I saw her, I was like, oh, she's just the coolest, most down to earth person ever. Like, Nikki, you rock. So just message me that you watched the episode. That's how you would know your name was featured, and you'll get your shirt.
Yay, Nikki!
I need one of them. Another one of these shirts. This is old.
You could get one from the men's section. Just log on to shapelyevents.com/shop.
I like this guy, but
I think are we ready for Mitsy's segment takeover? Is Mitsy ready for Mitsy's segment takeover?
I'm ready!
Okay. So now it's time for Mitsy's segment takeover. So Mitsy, have at it.
Alright guys, so I just wanted to talk about lingerie and the struggles of finding something that's appropriate for you or something that you like. So I personally like lace and mesh, but what I find is when you go up in size, they limit that for plus size people. So you may not necessarily find things that you want in your size range. So I would just recommend sticking to your current intimate apparel supplier. Victoria's Secret's good. I know Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryant, they all have great plus size lingerie, and they're making it better. And I know a lot of intimate apparel manufacturers are making a conscious effort to offer the same sexy silhouettes in the smaller size as well as the extended sizes. So just keep trying. You don't necessarily have to have anything form-fitting and tight. You always have to make sure you're wearing your size. So again, if you're not wearing your right bra size, get that situated.
Fix that ASAP.
Fix that ASAP. You don't want your bras digging into you or, making you feel uncomfortable. Make sure you have a comfortable back, comfortable cup size, and you can take it from there. And, you always have to work with your body. Baby dolls, stretch, sexy bras. You don't have to wear a thong. Sometimes, a little hip hugger, a little ruched brief does the same effect, and it's just sexy.
Do you agree?
I agree. You could wear the thong.
I'm just saying. You don't have to. Sexy doesn't always mean wearing a thong. If you like thongs, good for you, girl. I'm here for you. But there's other alternatives in case thongs are not your thing. Because, if you got a little junk in your trunk, it might not work out for a long term. Okay? That little peach ate it up. So, just saying. You got a showtime on the thong.
Okay. Okay. Well, this episode was definitely a funny one. I'm so happy. Again, you can find us across all platforms at Shapely Events. I'm Aya.
They got some good juice at Shapely Events.
What's in that cup?
They got white Henny over there.
This is what all our guests get, because we just fancy. And Mitsy, how can people find you?
You can find me on IG at ITCMTZ.
Do you want to be found?
I don't want to be found.
All right, so
Okay.
you'll be fine.
Just find me here
But
and shake me up.
thank you for watching. We love you. We message you. Hey.
Cut.